Min-max. We're min-maxing. Welcome to the Brew.
Okay, we will have to keep a decent distance on the mic here, right? We don't want it to be.
Yeah.
If it's gainy, it's unwatchable.
If it's gainy, it's unwatchable. I mean, what? That's too far. That's too far. This is what you want. Not pushed against your mouth.
But it is unwatchable if it's gainy, though.
Sure. You could go turn the volume down a little bit. Welcome to Brotherwife.
Welcome to Brotherwife Live.
The Brew.
Well, sorry,
the
no,
brew
this
is
is sorry, the Brew with Brotherwife.
This is the Brew with Brotherwife.
I am really embarrassed.
Do you guys notice that Jeff's offset, but you can still hear his beautiful, sweet, tangy voice, his barbecue sauce voice,
Thank you for
his
calling it
barbecue
tangy.
bourbon voice?
You know what? I'm just gonna leave it. I don't want to fuck with any of those settings.
Perfect.
Just.
Oh, it's just the mixing board. You could just bring the volume down on the mixing board a little
But
bit.
it's gonna. Okay, I see. Okay. There we
So
go.
on the mixing board, you'll see
Just
where
the
the
main
thing is
mix.
plugged in.
The
Just
main-
bring it down like 5% though.
Okay.
Not much. I'm watching over here.
Okay. Yeah, I brought it just
let's
a tiny bit.
talk normally and not shout.
Yeah. No,
And
we're
you know,
talking-
honestly, if there's no gain when we're talking normally, and then there's a little bit of gain when you're shouting,
that's good.
that's acceptable. That's very.
But
acceptable.
you were talking normally. Well, I
And
guess you were kind of.
I was shouting. I was getting.
All right, shouting.
A little bit of gaininess.
Is there any gain?
I don't. I think.
I
it's
think the
pretty
gain
clean.
is kind of gone.
And now we almost want the shouting gain. I think we'll make.
Should
do.
we? Should I go
We'll make
back
do.
and?
This actually works.
Is that nice?
This
Okay,
is,
that's
is
actually
very
huge.
nice.
Is there a way that we
it's
can get
just
that?
out of shot.
Is there like controlled? That's even. This is wow. Okay, iPad really coming in.
Yeah.
Really coming in.
So guys,
Yeah.
we're gonna start off the show today, like we're gonna start off every other show, by reviewing some of my employees' I-9 documentation. It literally did we just opened up onto an I-9. It's not filled out. It's filled out. It's not filled out.
It's not filled out. But could you imagine if it was?
Could you
this
imagine?
Guy. He's done worse on a live stream though.
I
and
have.
I'll just I'll
Can
leave
we
it at
not?
that.
That's perfect.
I'll leave it. He
Thank you.
really has though.
So we're
he accidentally
going
did something bad.
Is this like can we call this one the annual review of Tyler's greatest sin? Can we chalk this up to the annual and then move?
I would
wait
never
another year?
publicly out you. Obviously.
Okay. People are gonna make some assumptions.
Dude, there's so many things that you could assume. I mean, none of them good. So then you start to really go.
So now they're
on the
like,
whole.
now instead of just being like, here's this one thing, there's like in their head, at
and
least.
they all have a little bit of staying power.
Yeah,
when
exactly. The next time we're at a show, just nobody will shake my hand. They're like, Jeff, really good show.
Like, I know what you did.
Have you thought about replacing
this
him?
guy just with anything, really?
So
oh.
No, you take it away.
I'll
I'm
take it
busy
away.
over here.
All right, well, this guy is pulling some stuff up. We're coming at you every week now, and it's a Monday morning brew. It's a brew with Brotherwife. You know, as there's the View, this is the Brew, and this is what we do. We get together on Mondays and Fridays. Those are our 2 band practice days, and we're actually we're trying to document that because we don't, we're hard at work, but we're not always hard at production. We're not always efficient.
2,400 dead. As
wow.
2 massive earthquakes rock Turkey and Syria.
Jesus. Okay, so this was kind of like supposed to be a lighthearted thing. I'm kind of giving the
This is the
preamble.
first time I've ever taken the country named Turkey seriously before.
Yeah, really?
I think.
You've never taken it seriously?
I mean, listen, I did Map Kids or whatever it was called. Do you remember Map Kids?
No, I don't know what that is.
Well, there
What's
was this
Map Kids?
geographical mapping thing, like when we were in school as younger kids, but you were probably in Italy or something.
Okay.
Weird like that. But they did Map Kids. It's called something better than that,
Okay.
Geo Kids or something.
Sure.
But you had to learn all the countries and all the capitals. I was a fucking pro. Literal
The
fucking
capitals
pro.
of the countries? Oh,
Yeah,
or the
I was like
okay,
one of the
sure.
best in the school.
Yeah.
Like I was very, very good at
Sure.
it. And Turkey just always sat wrong with me.
What is it? Istanbul?
Yeah, Turkey, Istanbul, and then the other one, Ivory
Or is it
Coast,
something else?
Ivory Toast. That's how they taught you to remember it. Ivory Coast. They had all these little tricks. Ivory Coast, Ivory Toast. I will never. Is Ivory Coast even a country anymore?
Ivory Coast? Is that where elephants are? What's going
I
on with
would
Ivory
say
Coast?
it would seem like it. Maybe a massive exporter of elephants.
Right,
Maybe everything makes their
something.
way.
Or
Anyways, back to Jeff.
No, when I was in they used really weird things. When I was
Yeah.
in 3rd grade, they had all this like storyline shit for multiplication.
Oh, nice.
And so
Do
they
you
had,
remember it to this day?
oh my God, yeah. So
Can you just run us through the first 30 seconds?
well, so for instance, 8 was always a snowman because I guess in Japan they make their snowmans with just 2 instead of 3.
Oh.
That's the way our I have no idea. Never fact checked.
So did I'm wondering, did the Japanese engineer this? Because like, why would
right?
You know,
right,
is this a
totally.
Japanese trick?
Oh my gosh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Snowman.
I gotta look into this. So, oh, did you see that?
I did. Yeah, that was a pretty good spit.
Wow. Sorry. About
Almost seemed like a piece of food.
Yeah.
Here's our brews.
No, I've
get your
I've
brew
eaten
first.
actually.
I'm
So
scared.
yeah, it's got to be spit. And I want to tell you actually, Snowman was an 8. Reoccurring character. 8 times 3 is 24, right? Oh, and there was also illustrations to accompany these. So it was
24 buttons on the snowman.
8. No, it's worse. 8
Worse.
times 3 is 24. 3 kind of sounds like tree. And there was a image of a snowman just swinging on a tree, and he loves it so much he's just there 24 hours a day.
Wow.
He's just swinging the snowman on the
So
tree.
are we talking about like the full multiplication table here?
So one
Are we
time
talking
the
to
snow
100?
well no, there's just all these random ones. Like all these like one time the snowman was in the desert and there was a 4-leaf clover, and he was like, this 4-leaf clover was so lush and green, but the snowman was like melting. It's a desert.
It's a warm
Yeah,
springy
and
day.
the snowman looks at the clover and he says, "Hey, I'm thirsty too. I'm 32."
Wow.
8 times 4.
Wow.
This shit's crazy.
And that ties into today because we're doing 32 minutes. So
Oh
we're
wow!
only
Oh
doing
my
32
God!
minutes
That's
today,
we're doing
guys.
32 minutes,
32
and this is our
minutes.
32 minutes because we're doing the brew.
And you know what? I'm thirsty
great.
too.
I'm
Why do you
thirsty
think we're
too.
out here streaming this? This
Baby.
isn't for fun.
We are trying to get quenched, and we
We're
hope
trying
that
to
you're
get
trying to
quenched.
get refreshed too. So we've got 2,400 dead
In
in
Turkey and
in
Syria.
Turkey and Syria, so that's not the
earthquake
best.
aftershocks sent buildings crumbling. By the way, have you guys ever seen the video of the Beirut explosion?
I have. It's
Holy
outstanding.
Fuck.
I remember
Like
that really staying with me for a
PG
second.
PG-19.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Because
happened?
you isn't there like one?
There's a and then the shock
And then
hits.
there's the
And you're
real
like,
one.
oh,
yeah.
okay. It just took apart all the buildings like
Yeah,
Legos.
dude. Oh my gosh. How
No,
many
that
people?
shit-
How many people died in the Beirut one? Can we get that?
Way less than you'd think.
Really?
Way less than you'd think. I looked it up the other day and was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, I would assume like 5 to 40,000 people died in that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would guess.
I mean, you're just
probably
watching
at least,
these buildings just be
yeah,
like, never mind.
At least
So
10,000.
the last 50 years was a
I mean,
big
how? I mean,
joke.
it looked like it was a very dense
Beirut
place.
explosion.
Lebanon? Was it Lebanon?
Death count. I think maybe it was no Beirut death count.
Oh shit.
218
people? What?
So here's the thing. They knew they
Wow.
kind of thought maybe there. I think there was one smaller explosion, maybe.
That seems so. 218
I
people?
know. It's like
That was a horrific
that's a miracle.
explosion.
That's a miracle.
And so-
in my
Yeah, no, I got you. And then 2,400 for the Syrians. They just cannot catch a break.
they can't catch a break.
Goodness.
It's earthquakes. Earthquakes with structure. I'm guessing. Earthquakes in areas that don't have a lot of structural regulation.
I mean, Beirut is a huge exporter. They're probably doing great. Like the infrastructure department, I guess, perhaps. I don't know. In Syria, Syria's literally like war torn right now.
Yeah.
So that kind of makes sense.
I wish we could quickly get to the bottom of why didn't more people die in the death.
Yeah.
And this
I
seems
think
like this is a little dark. We
maybe
move on.
Move
Yeah,
on.
okay.
What's can we get something more? Can we get like a squirrel on a jet ski or
Best
something
news
classic?
last week. Yeah. Let's get like a celebrity news.
Yeah.
Let's get some celebrity news. What do we want to pick?
Wait, can we just do like top 10? Like, is there a way like Google Trends?
Yeah.
that?
Google
And we can see like the top 10 things of like last
Trends.
month or something.
top 10 searches last week. Top 10 searches last week. Because we're doing it.
Oh, you know what we should talk about? The Chinese spy balloon. We didn't talk about the spy balloon.
What's up with the Chinese? I don't know about the Chinese. spy
You don't know about the spy balloon?
Chinese spy balloon.
Oh my God. Okay, so my understanding is there's this balloon that is this big white orb, and basically it was floating across Montana and a bunch of parts of the United States, and they ended up shooting it down eventually, but it was some Chinese spy balloon. And additionally, I think that they just had like a pretty like laissez-faire response to it. If I'm not, they were just kind of like, yeah, what are you gonna do? Spy balloon. And then China said that it was a weather tracking balloon or something like that.
That is, you've got it. You got it.
And so then eventually they shot it down, but they weren't like, they were kind of like, let's see how this plays out. They weren't like immediately shooting it down. I think it got all the way to like Georgia or something.
Carolina. They shot it down in Carolina. So is there any confirmed evidence on what it actually was? Because of course China's like, no. That was an air balloon.
Yeah, no,
civilian air balloon.
I don't know, but
you just shot down one cheese.
Here's what I think it is. I think it's like potentially like mapping, tracking, terrain, like seeing what the shit is, like getting like it's like an image scan of everything.
Here's the thing, though, isn't that? I mean, all that stuff is already available. Google Maps has like fucking popped the lid on basically the whole world.
Yeah, but maybe some other sort of like. I don't know.
Are there blurred out areas on Google Maps? Probably. They probably military installations.
That's a good point.
Does Google Maps blur out military installations?
Maybe like they can already surmise density. Probably. I don't know. It could be a rogue weather balloon, right?
It could be.
It could be a rogue weather balloon.
Well, and that ties into like Tic Tac and all this other stuff.
What is it?
All weather balloons.
What is it that? God damn it! I'm showing my ignorance here. What's the country? What's the country that's part of China? And Taiwan. And Taiwan is also part of China. We believe that too. Yeah, that's like a big thing.
Yeah,
Taiwan is part of it.
Yeah. Taiwan is a
John Cena apologized. I'm sorry. I'm just,
What did John Cena apologize for?
I think he said Taiwan wasn't a country. Or no, he said that Taiwan was its own country, basically. And then he got this, like, a lot of flack for in Chinese apologizing to China, the Chinese people, about saying that Taiwan was its own country.
I just love how selective it is, because probably like 10,000 famous celebrities, but China was like, not John Cena.
Not John Cena.
Not fucking John Cena. Not this time.
Not this time.
Never again.
You've
John
taken
Cena.
it too far. Arnold, that's fine. Sylvester, perfect. John Cena, he's our guy.
But
John Cena's like dog tags, like camo shorts.
Yeah,
like, He's supposed to be like the American guy in some sense.
Yeah, yeah.
And
so they forced America to apologize through John Cena.
Yeah, through John Cena.
By proxy. America has now apologized for supporting Taiwan.
So,
How do you feel about Taiwan?
Don't know much about it. But I'm sure China's probably just like doing some strong arm shit.
Well, they're doing some strong arm shit, but also like, here's the thing. In World War I and II, in World War I, China had a bunch of people die. Like, so many people die, it's completely irreconcilable with the Chinese not just getting everything they wanted from World War I. And I think that the origin of the Taiwan dispute is in some border stuff that happened in World War I.
Okay, so it's kind of like similar to the Ukraine dispute almost.
Yeah, there's some similarity there. It's like this is
China. Signifying something
and
that's
in
larger
the Russia
here
situation, I'm not saying I don't support Ukraine. I support Ukraine for sure. I support democracy.
Hey.
I'm a big fan. But I will point out on a logical basis, as a devil's advocate, there are grounds for both of those countries to be like, hey,
definitely.
what the fuck?
Definitely.
And especially China, like, I mean, and Russia too. I mean, Russia, I think it's like 12 million people or something, like a number that you can't conceive of. I can't conceive of. We see 218 in the Beirut thing, like the number of people.
It was actually 12 million people.
It was.
Died
I think
in Russia?
it was like 20, including starvation. So Russia.
You talking about the Russian Holocaust thing, or
no,
you're talking about just the Russian war right now?
In World War II. Oh, not
in
this
World
war.
War II. Okay, gotcha. I was like, wait, that can't be 12 million.
5.5 out of 16 million killed and wounded. Okay, so 5.5 in World War I, and then World War II for Russia, we've got...
we did not set a timer.
27 million.
27 million.
In World War II. And so then you're like, they should get this stuff. But here's the big problem with this strategy of thinking is that we're not giving those 27 million people's dead families fucking Ukraine. You know, we're giving Vladimir Putin Ukraine. And that's where it's like, okay, you can't compensate those dead people. There's nothing we can do in terms of reconciliation for those people other than fucking end oligarchy, end tyranny, end corporate government. I mean, like, it's really like, and this is the serious note here.
Sure.
This is we'll just take a little break for a serious note.
Yeah, this is not necessarily what we wanted
what we're
to do,
shooting for,
but somehow we're here.
and
Somehow
we're just
we're
gonna
here.
dip our toe in. It has to
you
be
know, hey,
stopping
he's
it.
just doing what he's got to do. You know, these people all died, and that's a bummer. You know, it's World War II. Obviously, it shapes, you know, everything that's happening geopolitically today.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is, we've got to show a chop suey.
We got to show it chop suey. We do. And we may do an anthem for the lost for the lost soldiers.
For the last 27 million.
Yeah, for
in
the
World
lost
War
27
II,
million.
specifically Russia.
20 million in China. 20 million in China.
20 million in China in World War II.
Only 3.75 military deaths, but
no, I get it's
18
interesting though. It's interesting as you like see these sort of like things play out, like trends or things that like are kind of canaries in a coal mine.
Yeah.
And so then somebody like Vladimir Putin's like, well, I just have to like make a stand here.
Yeah.
And then it just is like crazy because there's so many like people in Russia that probably don't even want a war to be going
that's what
on.
it seems like based on all of this stuff. I'm very skeptical about news on Russia and Ukraine.
Yeah.
I'm very skeptical about news in general, but like particularly like a really hot topic like that, like it is every side is going to be biasing as hard as possible. You know, there's no question.
We've got to show a
chop
chop
suey.
suey.
What day is it?
It's
April?
Tuesday, March 7th. We're playing with Owls and Aliens.
Hell yeah.
We're playing with The Unforgiven.
Unforgiven.
And we're playing with, oh, jeez. I can't remember the other.
Sharks of Nazareth?
No,
that
that was the last one. They're very cool, though.
The Unforgiven Ohm Destroyer. Ohm Destroyer?
There's a two-piece. They're like rap rock, and they actually have a really
like
good
Ohm
song
something.
that I have saved.
It's Ohm.
I can't. Well,
It's like Ohm something.
Here, I'm gonna look.
We're gonna look really quick.
Oh, it's like O Destroyer. OOOHH Destroyer.
OHH.
Oh no, the Unforgiven is the rap rock one,
Yeah.
and then the O
thought it was
Destroyer is
OHM,
way
like
more like
Ohm.
metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to write a
Okay,
heavy
so
metal
here's
song
the
for
fucked up
this.
thing. Because we do like the whole like band game show variety thing, I didn't really want us to go first because I don't want like a bunch of people to like miss it or just be uninvolved in the show, you know. And so
Are we going last now?
Well, no. Well, I mean, Owls and Aliens is going last because they're like the headliner. I'm assuming. I don't know. That's a good point. I'm assuming, but I just said, hey, is there any way we can go second? We're down to go first or third, but if at all possible, like we'd like to go second.
What did they say?
Does nobody responded? And I'm just like, I mean, I've like booked us a lot of shows at this point. I've usually been like pretty cordial about things, but after seeing that like whole thread of him just things being kind of like, I was like, what? They could just say no. Like we're like the newest band. We have the least like listeners. Like just say no if that's not okay. But if it's okay, let's
say
go
yes.
second. Say yes.
Say yes.
And well, and the thing is, like it's for
say
a reason.
more, bitch.
It's for a reason. Like we do a whole fucking thing. So it's like people.
We need an audience.
We need participation.
Yeah.
If people are more like scattered and doing whatever, like
people practice music in their
and
garage.
these guys
with no
are
one
like
watching.
legit too, like in their own right too. So like they're gonna like hopefully draw the crowd even as a starter. Just because they're so hard hitting it. Like we need like people to like be involved, and that's much more difficult in the first.
We need a minimum of 20 people.
They also were like, send us your logo, and I was like, right, logo, right.
Should we draft up a logo?
I did. I sent one. I sent the one that we just use at the end of our thing.
Is it good? Oh, the one that we use at the end of our thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I sent that one, and then I sent.
We need to have John draft us. I can pay for it. We need to have John draft us an animated logo immediately.
Well, we can also make one. Why animated?
It's so cool. every single video has an animated logo at the beginning and end.
Oh, for that. Okay, I thought you just meant like I'm talking about just like a static, like for like flyers.
Sure.
And stuff.
Yeah.
T-shirts.
Well, what he does is he makes the logo first and then he animates it.
No, yeah, I've seen.
Yeah.
It. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. The Hachikuchi.
Yeah, the Hachikuchi one. I know you
Yeah.
do. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just.
This is what we call Harry Water.
This is not Harry Water.
No, this is minor.
He's calling.
I've
He's
got
the
Harry
boy
Water
who
then.
called Harry Water.
Harry Water in our friend group is when there's.
I've
a
got
problem
no.
That arrives,
We need a little
arises.
bucket that just has literally fucking Harry Water in it.
Yeah.
That we can. So you can just. You don't even have to say it anymore. You can just
I
lift
just
it up
bring
and
the
pour
Harry
it.
Water, and each time
Harry
we just
Water.
pour a little bit of
Harry.
hair.
Yeah, a little bit of
Yeah.
hair out, and when there's no more hair left,
Yeah.
we have to kill ourselves.
Right. Oh, hopefully
Yeah.
neither of us goes. Bald.
I convinced
Don't
these
touch
two
me.
kids.
He struck me.
I struck. Go back and watch the commitment live stream and watch the oldly weds bit, and let us know if
This motherfucker hit me on
air.
If that's what he does on air, imagine what he does off air.
When this
Think
camera
about
comes
that.
off.
Think about how he
When this
confuses
camera
me.
comes off.
I didn't break my
I'm
collarbone.
gonna force
off
him
of a
to
fight.
drink this entire fucking bottle of larva mist.
I drink the other half.
He drank the other half.
I got incredibly sick.
We could force him. You guys want to force him to eat the what do you call it?
Is it
What's the
armadillo?
fluid around it?
Cytoplasm?
What is a cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is for an alien, isn't it?
Cytoplasm?
No,
is
that's
like in the
ectoplasm.
cells.
Cytoplasm is in the cells.
I just think of it as any goo.
Sure.
I just
No,
cy-
it's like
any
embalming
goo
fluid,
goes
but there's a
into
good name for it. People dip their cigarettes in it. Formaldehyde.
Oh, formaldehyde.
People dip their cigarettes in formaldehyde and smoke them, and it gets you pretty high.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I've got all this formaldehyde lying around. Think about how hard it is for me every day.
Yeah.
Probably worse than whippets.
Put your vape in it.
Yeah. Oh, just put a little in the vape juice.
There isn't. Oh no, there's arsenic in cigarettes.
There's arsenic
not
in cigarettes.
formaldehyde.
Not a lot. Just a little.
Okay, so we're gonna do some work today. So we actually are recording. We're recording some music.
Yeah,
on the,
we're gonna make some music for
on
you guys.
Friday.
Yeah.
And we don't have.
Are we not doing the live stream Friday? I thought we were pushing back recording and doing the live
No,
stream.
because I have to do the VR thing. Remember we talked about this. Classic TTJJ missed.
Oh, fuck. No,
Yeah.
I do remember that now. I do remember
And
that
I meant
thing.
to immediately address it, and then I just realized this morning I was like, "Fuck me."
So we're streaming in a week and a half.
We're streaming on the 17th.
We're never streaming
We're
again.
never,
This is the
ever
new format. We don't play music.
We're streaming. Okay.
We're fucking lazy. This is a lot easier, guys. And honestly, I'm having a good time.
We're streaming on the 17th, February 17th.
We're streaming
I have
on
to go-
February
I have
17th.
to go to VR. I'm doing live action in a warehouse VR. And it's for a friend's birthday.
Okay, can
One of my
I get in
dearest
on
friends.
that? Can I get in on that? Which friend?
Randall.
Oh, that's like the one friend I feel weird getting in on it with.
It wouldn't really work with you.
See, the thing is, you're joking, but
I know.
your thing is way. Your thing is way out.
This is my thing, having my thing all crazy.
Yeah. I think maybe you shouldn't go to Randall's either because of that.
Well, no, it's just here's the true bit. Here's the true thing.
Okay, what's the true bit?
I think there was only like 6 spots. or something like that.
Then I definitely can't
Yeah,
go.
yeah. There's already people.
So you
going.
wear VR and it's all mapped out, so the warehouse is physically represented in the VR. Okay,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah. The more I think about it, the more I'm like,
that is fucking.
what the
sick.
fuck?
Yeah. What
Like
the
I
fuck?
agreed to do it like 6 weeks ago or something, and so I was just like, yeah, that'd be fun to do VR, whatever. And
No,
then I just
that
think
is
about it, I'm
literally
just like,
you're experiencing something that's gonna be like super commonplace. in,
Yeah.
like 5-10
and
years.
it'll be unlike anything I've ever experienced.
Yeah,
It's gonna,
I'm
pretty
thinking about
excited.
buying one of these VR franchise.
That's kind of the move, man. VR warehouse for sure. I just people
No,
want
it's
to
too close.
people want to try it at least once.
Yeah.
Parties, group events. It doesn't have to be zombies. It could be something like crazy. God, we should move into the VR events.
No, I'm literally Jay. I'm trying to buy a
Ugh.
VR franchise within the next 5 years.
Yeah, no, that's
most.
great. That's honestly
It's not
great.
Warstation. There's these big boxes that come on a flatbed truck, and it has 8 VR stations in it, and you can just put it in a mall. So I'm gonna try and
Oh
get a
my
contract and
gosh.
put it in the Kitsap Mall.
Well, and just events too.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah.
And just, dude, I was thinking about a mall kiosk too with the,
Yeah.
we were talking about that, right? With the printer,
With the printer.
AI, digital, like,
Physical
like the
physical
physical
representation of
representation
Dolly
of
or
the
Lensa
Dolly
or
shit,
whatever the,
yeah.
whatever the fuck
Exactly,
it is. Yeah,
whatever they
no, that's
want.
a great
yeah,
move.
just in the mall.
Well, and it's like, so what you're doing when you do that is
Convenience.
you've got convenience, and you're
Lowering the
also
barrier.
like every like there's always gonna be a group of people. What I realized, like like doing the trips thing, which I love. It's a great idea.
The trip?
The trip mapper, and like what do you need to bring on your trips
Oh, yes.
using
Yeah,
ChatGPT.
yeah.
It's just taking advantage of old people, though.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah, it's taking advantage of old
But
people.
no, dude, it's not, because like when you prompt it correctly, you can get the shit. If
You get
people
better
don't know how to interface, it's literally minimizing it to a point where it's easy. You can just click a
Yeah.
button. Like that's what I want to do for real estate agents. Like have like this fucking write a listing description, like, or write a
What about working on a
response to this,
companion
like-
app? What about working on a companion app that's GPT Buddy, and you only charge $2 a month, but it rewrites your questions to help them be more like prompt worthy for GPT?
That's probably a good
Extremely difficult and way out of our league, but
Well, I mean,
kind of an interesting idea. Companion app could be.
I mean, it's kind of meta, but you just like have like a splash page or whatever that's like, you know, ChatGPT prompter, and then you just have that hooked up to ChatGPT, and then the command is always like, make this more like digestible for ChatGPT.
yeah,
That's
I'm
kind
not
of
sure
that
how-
could actually
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
work.
I think it could.
But I
It
just
would
don't.
require a lot of programming.
I heard that the best. Well, I don't think it would actually. I heard the best thing is also like a Google extension, but I don't know how you can make money off of like a Chrome extension. I don't know if you
Sure.
can.
You could probably charge for one, I guess.
I don't know, but I don't think people are buying Chrome
I've
extensions.
never bought a Chrome extension.
I barely even use them
Yeah.
personally.
I use them for
Sometimes.
YouTube analytics and for saving
yeah.
money
Yeah,
and MetaMask.
I use them at work to increase the volume, and I used to use them for like an auto hover.
An auto hover?
That was for Reddit, also at work. It's like you like hover over the image and then it pops up
Oh.
right after I click on it.
Interesting. So it's just quicker.
It's quicker.
It's
You can just
quicker.
browse
Cutting down
quicker.
the scroll time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More data, less time.
It's all about efficiency.
He's,
at the
he's
workplace.
fucking root.
This
he's
is at the
rude
Hotel
for the world.
Monaco.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
this is back in the day. I was a young boy.
Tay, if you're watching, he's a good boy now.
I'm a great boy.
He's a great boy now.
I'm a great boy.
You know who isn't a great boy? That one security guard.
He's a fine boy.
Just for Tay's benefit.
Right? No, he's a fine boy.
Is he?
He's a fine boy. Moving on. We're gonna have a
Moving
VR
We're
franchise.
gonna have a VR franchise.
You know what? I was just thinking about the other day, like with the carnival stuff and like all the variety show and the Benny. Like, I know we always joked about this, but like once we really will get to the point where we are like a little band that has like a benefit sector and like a
100%,
restaurant
yeah.
and like a VR.
Well, and we have a
station, like-
retreat. Like I'm building a fucking retreat.
Yeah.
We can literally do a Brotherwife retreat, and eventually we
Right.
can host.
We could do
literally-
ayahuasca.
We could do.
We could be. We
like
could
in the next 10 years, we'll be able to do that.
us and a we get trained by a shaman
Yeah.
and we perform
I mean,
ayahuasca marriages.
I'm assuming we become shamans.
Well, that would be cool.
I
wouldn't
mean,
be
if we're gonna
opposed
get
to that.
trained,
That's just
I
a
wanna,
large commitment.
If we're gonna get trained by the shaman, anyways, we might as well go all
That's
the way.
true. That's true. I
How
wanna
much
add
does it
to my
take?
resume.
How long does it take to become?
Yeah.
a
What's
shaman?
the? How do you become a shaman? Steps to become a shaman.
Steps to become
That's
a
got to be like
shaman.
somewhat. There's got to be a schematic.
Shamanic life coach.
Shamanic life coach.
certification.
Oh my God.
30 days at shop.
Wow. There's
Shamanic
literally
healing
a
courses.
thing for everything. How do you train to be a shaman? Initiation into shamanism requires relentless training in psychology, like healing
Shamanic
a
healing course will
person.
take 150 hours to complete working from home.
What?
That's acceptable.
That is
That's
so
very acceptable.
not a lot of time to
Yeah.
become what a
You
shaman.
do that in a year.
Wait,
easy.
150 hours.
We should probably
Oh
consider
my
becoming
gosh.
shamans.
Wow.
So we're both licensed. We can marry.
Right. I'm a
can
real
marry.
estate agent.
He's a real estate agent.
I
What am I
want. We could
licensed in?
become notaries.
We could become notaries. I have bloodborne certification, bloodborne pathogens, hazardous materials.
We're
screening,
QMEDs.
HIPAA certification.
Qualified members of the engineering
we both
department.
Have QMed. We both have QMed. Yeah, we're getting
Oh,
qualled up. We're getting all
yeah.
qualied up here.
Former board member of the Seattle Hotel Concierge Association. I
nice.
don't know what that
That's
is.
nice.
I mean, sure.
I was a member of Green Drinks.
Green Drinks?
For a little while, but it was basically just an excuse to drink.
Yeah, I've
I
heard about
realized
Green
that.
Drinks.
Green Drinks
My
is
my
fun.
real estate people be going to Green Drinks.
Yeah, I like Green Drinks is like what's the other really bad? It's not bad, but it's like it's the business.
Toastmasters.
Not Toastmasters. There's another one that's just like they're like turn you into a slave.
Oh.
It's called I can't remember the name. It's called something in particular, and they want you to really slut for the cause
Really?
hard. Yeah.
Interesting.
They really.
Yeah.
So I went to one of those, and they were like, you either come or you send somebody else in your place. You can miss one meeting a year. And I was like,
right. Because I remember you saying that, and you were really excited about it because she like introduced you. You were like, she was like, "This is Tyler Smiley. He is one of Kitsap's rising young entrepreneurs."
She did a good job.
He did a whole thing, and then you were like excited about it, but then they were like, "Oh, you gotta." But was that Green Drinks?
No, that wasn't Green Drinks.
Okay.
Green Drinks was dope. Green Drinks is just a bunch of business owners partying.
Basically.
Okay. They just get hammered and play like party games.
Okay.
Honestly,
we should go to business.
We should go to Green Drinks' Brotherwife.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Just
we we really need
and
to
be like,
that.
well, no, dude,
it's literally perfect for our
I
vibe.
have a bunch of people in my office that go to Green Drinks.
Let's go to the next Green Drinks. Let's go to the next Green Drinks. Can you look up the next Green Drinks?
The problem is I'm always like at practice or at work, but I think they happen on Fridays, right?
Yeah.
So we could do a Friday one.
We could do a Friday one.
That would be amazing.
We should do a Green Drinks,
Yeah.
and because everyone is going to be like, wait, so what service are you offering? And we're like,
whatever service
you like. Do you need a song written? Do you need a wedding performed?
Yeah. Do you need an event planned? Do you need to host an event at a venue that's outdoors?
We're basically event hosts that can marry you and write music.
We'll do whatever you want. We'll bring it to you. We're literally a full service experience.
Yeah.
And we have years of experience, and we're not afraid to go the extra mile to make sure that you're heard, seen, understood, and then your vision is acted upon as you're felt. We'll feel you. We'll feel you.
Felt by us.
We'll feel you. It's it's so hard to tell the proper time to give somebody a hug. I think it starts. You start with in a professional setting.
Sure.
Because I work with this at a Scala.
Sure.
Sometimes it feels right to hug people, but I don't know if it feels right on their end too.
Sure.
So you work your way up. But what you don't want to do,
Jeff, I'm going to need to see you in my office. Jeffrey,
what you don't want to do,
did
though,
you hug rape someone
really
again?
quick, you don't want to do a half-hearted hug.
Sure.
Half-hearted hug is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, you just feel weird
disgusting.
afterwards. Yeah, it makes you feel disgusting.
I gave somebody on accident at her own event a half-hearted hug in the middle of her entire party, and I didn't.
She killed herself immediately.
She killed herself.
She went and herself up
it was a half-hearted because I felt weird bad about it. I don't know in the moment, and then I was like,
initiate the hug?
I believe she did.
Oh well, then
I don't know. I gave her that real thing the next day, and it was good.
I broke into her fucking apartment at 6 a.m. and I body slammed her.
It was a real hug, but I just was like, it's like a bad handshake.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No.
But you're your own harshest critic. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good for anybody.
No.
I feel like it's been like 65 minutes.
Oh, that we've been broadcasting?
I wonder.
So
we got a show. We're going to be doing this every Monday. This is the Brew. We're going to have pre-selected topics or
I feel like
top
this
10.
went great. I feel like this went great. It could have gone better.
This went okay. We need to have segment. We'll figure it out.
I'm down. You know I like structure. So yes.
And I do.
We'll
and
do
I
some
do
more
too.
structure for you guys next time.
We'll do some structure.
So just polishing off. Are we stopping now?
We don't have to.
We don't have to.
We should get back on track.
We should get back on track.
Because today we're going to be figuring out what songs we actually want to record. Because we're doing like an EP, LP sort of thing. We're recording some songs.
Hey, we got 2 viewers. Thanks for coming in today,
we
guys.
got some viewers?
Yeah.
Who we got?
I don't know.
Okay, well, thank you guys.
I can't tell. Thanks for coming in.
Good to see you.
Yeah. We could be.
That's great.
We could run through. So there's 2 things.
Yeah.
One, we're at 33 minutes, and we're right at that 32-minute mark.
Oh wow. Well, okay,
that's nice.
I felt. It's like when you
it.
wake up at like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
even though you need to.
Yeah. Do we want to just
I actually
run
have
through?
strange pride in that.
Absolutely, you should.
That's amazing.
I'll give you
How
a good
the fuck?
handshake on that one, and a good hug.
Thank you. Yeah, that feels good.
We forgot to drink our Pepto-Bismol.
Oh yeah, no, I actually had a little bit earlier.
Oh,
but
did you?
I'm never above a little bit more. These
I'll
days,
have a little bit of Pepto. So
Good
we're gonna
God.
do. We've got album coming at you. We've got a live stream coming in a week and a half. And then we've got a couple shows planned. So we're gonna be playing.
And hopefully at the Charleston again in April. I gotta respond to that very kind band that reached out to us.
That tastes weird. That is off-brand. It's not Pepto-Bismol. It's like antacid drink.
No, I had a little bit earlier, and I was like, ooh.
It's
not
kind of
good.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not what you prefer it to Pepto.
I was thinking to myself,
it's less silky. It's a little less creamy. Stomach relief. Approved by Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Not as approved by
You
Tyler.
don't always have to get the on-brand. Many times it's a scam. Oh yeah, Tyler's got kitties now.
Yeah, we got kittens.
He's got little kittitos. So
Second
that's
cat.
fun.
This one is Jafar. No.
Oh,
this one
really?
is- no, it's not Jafar. It's Garfunkel.
Oh, and is the other one Simon?
No, mine is Simon, but I'm not going to name him Simon, I don't think.
Okay, I see.
It's not the worst name for him, but I'm kind of thinking Silas. He's a little spicier than a Simon.
Wait. Do not name them Silas and Garfunkel. If you're going to do it, just do it.
I don't want to do it. I mean, I like Gar for that one. Gar is a cool nickname. It's cute.
Gar?
And he is a little dork, but my cat is like a brave, crazy cat. Simon just doesn't quite fit.
Yeah,
Silas,
Simon is like a very smart cat.
Yeah.
He's like a precocious little cat that's like calculated.
Exactly. If anything, Garfunkel would be a Simon, but also Silas isn't a Garfunkel. So
Are you for sure?
Allison is naming her cat Garfunkel.
Okay, but are you sure that Simon is not calculated? Because you're just getting to know him, so do you know his personality?
I mean,
yet?
that's
do you
where,
know
that's
he's
where
not a
I'm at.
Simon?
I'm holding off on naming him for
Okay.
probably another couple weeks.
Okay. So you're actually
I'm calling him
feeling it
Brave
out.
Cat. I'm calling him Brave Cat right now.
Okay, you're just hoping
Yeah.
he's.
I was
Brave
calling him
Cat.
Scaredy Cat and Braveheart, and then I went with Scaredy Cat and Brave Cat.
Why scared? Where's scared? Where's scared? What's
Because he's scared.
But he's brave in the face of his fear.
No. Scaredy Cat is scared. My cat is brave.
Oh,
Garfunkel
scaredy
is
cat.
scared.
Oh,
There's
see.
too many names.
I thought you were talking about the one cat. You were calling him scaredy cat and brave cat. And I
No,
was like,
no.
what mixed signals are you sending?
No,
to
I
this
know.
poor
This
kitty?
poor cat. He's very confused about his identity.
No, this makes a lot more sense.
So we're recording an album this Friday. That'll be released within a month and a half.
We're gonna release it in
in
doubles.
segments. We're gonna do doubles, yeah.
'Cause
we're
we
doing
need-
a new system.
We need to have a month of lead time for the Spotify playlist consideration.
Exactly.
And we're gonna get on a
gaming the
Spotify
system.
playlist.
We're
this
gonna
year.
get on the Spotify playlist.
We're gonna get on a Spotify.
We got some
playlist
nice songs
because
being
we have good
released.
songs. We're gonna learn how to pinpoint our audience better. We're gonna work on our brand to make it more holistic, more
horrible. You
more
started
horrible,
saying horrible.
more horrible than ever.
This is
Tune in to see how horrible
Freudian
it gets.
as fuck.
Fuck! I just want to impress them. I just
think they're
wanted them to be impressed.
They're impressed by this outburst. They realize you're a man of power, but with little self-control.
You
and that
guys, I
scares
have
them.
such low control and such high impulse. It's like
He screams sometimes. He's a screamer.
I've screamed in the past.
Yeah, when he sometimes in the car a lot. I think,
Honestly,
too. That's your main scream.
Yeah, I have. I haven't screamed out in a while.
Nice.
I'm trying to think.
Nice.
What I do, belly breaths.
Belly breaths.
Belly breaths.
Are
And
great.
I was doing that back then too, but also, I just remember one time I was just.
Not the kind of belly breaths you want to do.
Yeah. Oh man, I was just going the distance, screaming in the car.
Bubby belly. Oh, the screams instead of the
This.
belly
Oh
breaths.
yeah. No, totally. I was gonna pantomime, but I was like, we don't need to go there.
Yeah.
We can't.
We're talking about overloading. We're talking
Yeah.
about
Oh
gaming.
yeah. But it's just rage. It's just rage.
Yeah.
You've been
yeah.
in this
uncontrollable rage. I've
Yeah.
experienced it. I mean, I used to. I got it under control, but mine was like physical violence. Like I would destroy stuff.
Yeah, you ripped the counter.
I ripped the counter up.
Yeah. I never did that as much.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
do. It's just different avenues.
Yeah.
The screaming is, I think, healthier. Less scary for other people. It's still frightening, but
I remember one time I was like upset at you because you were like taking a long time. You like kept like going in and out of the car or something. I was like waiting on you for something or whatever, and then I was like backing up, but then you went into the house. You're like 1 second, and as you were coming out, I was just screaming. I was like trying to like
get it out.
get it out.
Yeah, you're like.
And
quick,
then
quick.
I heard you like slowly open the door, and I was like, "Damn, was that loud?"
Car windows are.
They're not. They're way
about
less.
this thick.
Like
They're
you're
about this
not
thick.
safe, and you're not
You're
in a
not
shell.
safe in a car.
You're in
not
a thin
shell.
membrane.
Yeah, yeah.
And everybody can hear.
You're like a
your music,
cytoplasm.
everybody- You're in a cytoplasm. Yeah, everybody can hear you scream.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone can hear you sing.
Yeah.
People can really see a lot in the car. There's a lot that you can actually glean.
This is where you can share actually quite a bit in the car.
Yeah,
So
it's a beautiful experience.
album,
Show.
live stream,
What are we working on today?
show. Today we're working on.
We should probably work on all that recording plans.
Yeah, we should work on the
Maybe
recording plans.
should we
and the
make like a
live stream.
plan for the day on how the recording day is gonna look?
Yeah, we should.
'Cause
I think we actually have the order of songs. I think
We do, but should we just make it like a whole,
a little more,
like
more
just kind of like
thorough.
timelines,
Sure. Yeah.
set up, just try to have like a rough schedule
Yeah.
that way.
An
we can-
hour to 60 to 90 minutes for setup. I think we unplug here, though, maybe.
Unplug here.
Unplug off of here.
Unstop. Stop here.
Stop
yeah,
here.
yeah, totally, yeah.
So this is our first brew.
First brew.
We're really excited to be doing the brew with you guys.
This is our outro music.
Thank you guys for coming in today. We really appreciate it. This
It's
is some
been
actually
awesome.
pretty great outro music. You gotta get it up next to the.
Oh,
Fuck.
why did you? It was
I
perfect.
literally
Literally was perfect.
Can I get it
this
back?
Is you can't.
There
You
we
can't
go.
take it for
Here's
granted.
our
at the
outro
moment.
music. I have to put it up
Alright.
next to the microphone. It's
Oh,
been
I
good. Now we can't stop the live stream. You guys, close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
We gotta
It's over.
leave. We're gonna
It's
fix
over.
this
We
at
love
some
you.
point. But
we love you.
okay,
All right.
we're out of here.
We'll see you in a little
Love
bit.
ya.
It was been
Mwah.
good. It's been
Mwah.
good.
Main takeaway: 218 in Beirut, incredible. I applaud
Oh my
the
gosh.
Beirut
Okay,
government.
40 minutes. That's not bad.